Okay, so I want to touch on something real quick that's really been gnawing at me, and I think you're going to find it interesting. It's a food for thought kind of video, okay? So the 911 call. I know that there's been conversation of it sounding like it could be possible AI, and that there's some, relations to AI in JP's group, and that the call just didn't sound right. Even now, that was actually what drew me into this whole case. Yes, I did see JP, do the announcement of her passing on the altar. And yeah, I thought that was a little weird, but it wasn't until I heard the 911 call that I said, oh, wait a minute, something's off. And I'll explain at the end of this video why. So I don't know why, but I felt prompted to go look at the list that Regina Shaw had presented at that press conference of the accusations that Micah had against JP in regards to her the abuse or divorce, whatever they were going through, okay? So the allegations that Regina had presented were according to either verbal accounts, diaries, journals, or other writings of Micah, okay? So take that into consideration, all right? And one of those things that were said, one of those things on the list, was JP hacked her email's iCloud account and Facebook account and took over her identity. Sent texts to her friends, her family, church members, pretending to be her. Okay, now hear me out. So it was gnawing at me. And so I had contacted a company that creates artificial intelligence programs for companies and call centers and just for whatever you need it for, okay? And they're called Chetu.com, Chetu.com. And I was actually fortunate enough to get their tech department to speak to me in a chat, and I copied and, took screenshots of the whole conversation. And I actually have a meeting with this guy tomorrow on the phone at 1 o'clock to go in even more deeper in conversation and find out more information. And I will record that call, by the way. But I was able to ask some questions and get some answers right now. And I want to share that with you because they're very interesting. Okay, so the first question I had asked was, can your system make cold calls? And why that was so important was it could be for any subject. It could cover anything. A cold call means anything is possible on that call, right? He says, we can create a system for you that does that. All right. So my second question was, can it carry a conversation about any subject just like a human? And he said, yes, we can create it to do that. I was like, all right. My next question was, do I have to program the responses to any possible questions, or does it find the answers itself? And he said, we would probably utilize AI in order to accomplish this, but there are a couple gray areas we would have to cover. Overall, it's doable on our end. So I asked one more question. When you say utilize AI, does that mean it's intelligent enough to find its own answers? And he said, it depends on the scope of the work. We would develop an AI model to achieve your desired accuracy rate. So yes, the AI would be able to do what you want it to do. Okay, why does this bother me? So I think I have told in one of the videos that my husband and I, through the music, have worked with vocal programs where we would have the computer basically sing for us because we just weren't, confident in the beginning to sing on our own. So through vocal programs, my husband was able to make his computer, sing for us. And he was able to, alter within the program these different vocals, whether it be female or male. For example, altering the sound or the distance of the breaths taken in between each word that was sung, or putting vibrato at some of the words to make it sound more human. Or, for example, if the voice sounded too tinny, like a computer, to, give it more structure, you'd give it more, make it larger in its sound so that it sounded more human, more warmer, and we were able to do that. And so throughout, probably we've been doing that 2 or 3 years. Now we sing now, but I'm just saying this, it's in our music, you can find it. And so he was able to create it going from a computer voice to a human voice. And so our ears are kind of sensitive to that now. And when I heard that 911 call the first time, that came right up. I said, that doesn't sound normal. That sounds computerized. That was the first thing that came to my mind. And then I played it for my husband, and he said the same. And what really confirmed it for me was when Micah's family, especially Mr. Francis, had said that doesn't sound like her. I think one of the sisters said the same. So it's really been gnawing at me since I've heard it. And I never covered it. I don't know why, because I guess so many things have happened in between. But for some reason, after praying, and I've been in prayer talking about, this whole situation like usual, and that came to my mind. And I felt prompted to look at that list, and I'm looking down the list, and it was just disgusting, every one of the accusations. But when I saw that one, it stuck out. And when I saw the words, and it was chilling. Pretending to be her took over her identity. I went ding, 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 ding. It was like all of a sudden all the bells went off. Now, this is food for thought. I'm not saying, yes, that's exactly what happened, but it's definitely something to take into consideration. It is absolutely possible. I just got that from an expert. And tomorrow I'm really going to dig in with questions to find out. But I do want to hear back from you guys what you think. But I felt like this needed to be covered. And I don't really know why. I have a feeling that the hammer is about to fall. And I don't know if it's going to be through law enforcement or it's going to be the hand of God. I have no idea how. I just feel like it's about to fall, and it's about to fall hard. So maybe that's why this needed to be brought up now. I have no idea. But I'm just sharing this with you right now and to see what you think. So take care. I'll see you guys soon, and God bless.